Shankar Mishra finally arrested for urinating on a woman passenger on an Air India flight. After cover-up, Air India has been forced to act. Cabin crew and pilot have been de-rostered pending investigation. 3 days of relentless campaign and expose on cover-up. Police and Air India forced to act. With Joshimath sinking and residents living in fear, Uttarakhand Chief Minister takes stock. Fresh twist to the Delhi hit-and-run case. Police say witness Nidhi was earlier arrested in another drugs case. Questioned over go-slow in the case involving his minister, Khattar forced to remove minister accused of sexual harassment. Getting in some breaking news now of Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia perhaps reacting on the story for the first time since we reported it 4 days ago. He's spoken on accused in the P-Gate episode Shekhar Mishra's arrest. Jyotiraditya Scindia has said investigation is underway.
जो उसमें जो कार्रवाई हो रही है वो कार्रवाई समाप्त होते ही उसका एक्शन भी तीव्र गति से लिया जाएगा। जो उसमें जो कार्रवाई हो रही है वो कार्रवाई समाप्त होते ही उसका एक्शन भी तीव्र गति से लिया जाएगा।
The first response from the Union Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia saying there is an investigation on, and based on the investigation, action will be taken. In fact, action has already begun with the DGCA asking all airlines to fall in line and to sensitize their crew, including the pilots, the crew and also their staff. We'll go across to our correspondents, but Air India has also responded, finally admitting that there were lapses. They've gone on record to say they could have handled the situation better, they should have done better, and there were omissions in the manner in which the episode was handled. So ladies and gentlemen, for the last 4 days, Republic TV has been reporting on the story relentlessly, forcing people to take note, in fact, before Republic TV had reported it, none of the media outlets had even put out the full details of the complaint letter to show the extent of what really had happened. Harsha, the Union Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia is assuring action. He's saying action after the investigation is complete. But give us a little bit of information about where the case stands now. Shankar Mishra has been arrested. He's been sent to judicial custody. But what else has happened today in terms of the action taken?
Exactly, Shavan right now reporting from IGI police station, because till now Air India crew, the Air India pilot and co-pilot both are here, and we are just getting more alert. I'll ask my camera person Anup to be on alert mode, because there are just two gates, one this side and another that side, and we are getting to know that the Air India crew can leave from any of the gates, because they have been questioned for more than they came here at 11:30 a.m. and it's been 6 o'clock right now, so it's been more than 5 to 6 hours the time they have been interrogated at the IGI police station. We are also being told, Shawan, that Shankar Mishra from court was brought here at IGI police station, and from here he will leave for Tihar jail. So we are waiting to get the first visuals of him after, before he goes to the Tihar jail. So these are the visuals. The police jeep, and this is Shawan. Shawan, this is the visual. Shawan, this is the Niranjan, this is the visual. These are the visuals of Shankar Mishra. These are the visuals of Shankar Mishra leaving for Tihar jail. These are the visuals before he goes for Tihar jail, straight from the IGI police station. So Niranjan, from court he was brought here to IGI police station, and now from IGI he is going directly IGI police station directly to the Tihar jail. Now second visual, Niranjan, this car, this car. We are expecting that Air India crew is in this car because they were interrogated for more than 5 hours, and right now they will leave from this very gate. So right now this is the vehicle in which the Air India crew could leave because they were also interrogated for almost 5 to 6 hours. So Niranjan, we will wait for the visual because there are some serious allegations on entire crew and staff, and now they have been interrogated since morning. So we will just ask them what they have to say on the negligence on their point. Back to you.
Okay, so those were pictures of Shankar Mishra, who was arrested from Bengaluru. In fact, the police in Delhi woke up a few days back. They woke up after Republic TV reported it. On Wednesday, they filed the FIR after we had reported the story. On Thursday, they sent a team to Bengaluru. They failed to locate him. They failed to track Shankar Mishra, the P-gate accused. And they camped in Bengaluru all of yesterday, and they were in touch with the Bengaluru police to seek their help in tracking down Shankar Mishra. They met his relatives and friends, checked their homes, found details, and some of the details and his activity on social media platforms leading them to a guest house in Bengaluru where he was eventually arrested. There are more pictures coming in of possibly the pilots and the crew of Air India. Let's cut across live. Let's see if there's an audio there.
Pilot or the co-pilot? So these are the crew. So sir, any answer? Sir, you have been questioned for more than 5 to 6 hours. So 5 to 6 hours. Sir, were you negligent? Sir, you didn't perform your duty. So you didn't perform your duty. So these are the crew member and the pilot of the Air India. Today, they were questioned for almost 5 to 6 hours, and now they are leaving from IGI police station. So these are the entire crew. 5 were supposed to come today, but here we are seeing that there are 4 people. So they're hiding their face. Niranjan, see, they're hiding their face. They're not speaking anything. That means at some point they're also.
That's Harsha. That's understandable. Maybe they've been de-rostered. The fact is, their role is also under the scanner. They've been de-rostered. The pilots and the crew who were on board that flight from New York to Delhi have been de-rostered. Air India, in the last few days, which has been unclear about the stand it was to take. They haven't taken a clear stand. They have not apologized. In fact, even today they say they've regretted what happened. It should not have happened. They're saying they're pained. Customers had to undergo, ugly experiences on board. They admit to that while also taking action belatedly 4 days after this story was reported. In fact, it's not 4 days after the incident was reported. This happened over 40 days ago. It happened on the 26th of November, but eventually now today, Air India has put out a statement through its CEO saying that they are pained, they regret what happened, and that they have taken a series of measures to ensure it never happens again. Now, this comes also a day after the DGCA went on record to say that airlines must fall in line. They must learn to first deal with such situations as per the law, as per the laid down procedures. And it's only after the DGCA wrap that most airlines have actually started reporting such incidents. In fact, there's been another incident that we will try and get details of in just a bit. But you saw the pictures there of Shankar Mishra on the left of your screen. He's in custody. He's been sent to 14 days of judicial custody. He will spend the next 14 days in Tihar jail. That's as much as we can tell you as of now. Air India has put out a statement today detailing the steps that they are taking. The Civil Aviation Minister, who's so far been silent, has finally spoken out, saying that he will wait for the investigation to complete and then decide on what action needs to be taken. Thank you, Harsha, for joining us with those inputs. The Republic TV campaign, in the last 4 days, we've been getting you the details, asking the questions so loud that eventually they've all been forced to take action, and there's no way that they could have dodged this story. And in Pakistan, there seems to be no end to atrocities on minorities. This story being reported from Pakistan, where a Hindu girl was kidnapped, forced to convert. Urmila was kidnapped, and despite her family filing an FIR in Pakistan on 24th of December, no action has been initiated whatsoever. The family is now staging a protest, demanding action, raising their voice. These are details and the pictures that we're getting in from Pakistan of the protests that are being seen there.
आज नमस्ते। आज जुडिशल मजिस्ट्रेट 9 वेस्ट कराची में आज रमीला की पेशी थी और उसके वकील की तरफ से एक एप्लीकेशन आई थी फॉर रिकॉर्डिंग ऑफ स्टेटमेंट अंडर सेक्शन 164 CRPC, जिसको अदालत ने रिकॉर्ड किया और उसमें भी कई बातें सामने आई कि उसको तो ना तो कलमे का मतलब पता था, ना ही उसको इस्लाम के बारे में कोई नॉलेज थी और उसने बताया कि हाँ जी मैंने इस्लाम कबूल किया है, लेकिन चूँकि उसकी एज जो है वो खुद बता रही थी 20 साल, लेकिन हमारे पास जो सबूत थे उसके मुताबिक उसकी एज जो थी वो 14-15 साल या 13 साल की थी। तो जिसकी वजह से अदालत ने उसको लड़की को शेल्टर होम में भेजा है और उसको कस्टडी में लेकर शेल्टर होम में भेजा और उसके बाद जो है और IO से कहा है कि इसका ऑसिफिकेशन टेस्ट जो है वो कराया जाए ताकि ये पता चले कि उसकी एज कितनी है। हमने नादरा का सर्टिफिकेट भी पेश किया है और हमें उम्मीद है कि अदालत हमें इंसाफ देगी और इंशाअल्लाह ताला हमारा ये मसला हल होगा।
बहुत अच्छी बात है। अरबाज मीर हो चाहे कोई भी मिलिटेंट हो, उनको सबको एक जैसा ही कंसिडर करना चाहिए। जल्दी से जल्दी इनको पकड़ के तो इनको न्यूट्रलाइज करना चाहिए ताकि कोई और रजनी वाला का ये मार ना सके, कोई और फैमिली जो है बर्बाद।
Okay, we'll just correct that. We're getting in more reactions. We'll go across to Gursimran now. Gursimran joining us with the details of this incident. Gursimran, more and more cases being reported. Is there a number of how many such incidents have been reported from Pakistan in the last 1 year?
Niranjan, we have seen that there have been n number of incidents that have been reported. If we speak of last 2 weeks, there have been 3 incidents, including this one, where the atrocities have been committed upon the minority community. First, it was that how a lady from the minority, the Hindu community, she was brutally killed, followed by another incident where a married woman was taken from her house. She was abducted, and when even forcefully married, when her brother tried to rescue her, her brother was killed, and almost after 3 days the FIR was registered, and the cop Ubaidullah, who was behind that, he's still at large. And now another incident has come into fore where a Pakistani Hindu girl from Sindh, Urmila, also known as Sonu Maheshwari, she was abducted, and now what the family is saying that she has been sent to Darul Islam. Even the date of birth certificate which they produced before the court after her CRPC 164 statement was recorded, that statement also by her clearly shows that she was not aware what actually the kalma or Islam is. She was forced to convert to Islam by those people in Pakistan. Arshad is the name of the person who abducted her, married her forcefully, and also converted her. Now she has been sent to Darul Islam, and the family members are saying that there is no one to hear about them. This also shows that the judiciary of the Pakistan, especially from the areas where the minorities are in somewhere exist, they are also partial, and no relief is being given to the minority community. Even after the order from the house of the Chief Minister of Sindh that this girl be recovered from the abductors, there has not been even a single action. And now as we speak, there have been 14 days since the FIR has been registered, but the person Arshad has not been arrested by, though the girl has been sent to Darul Alam, so that in the next hearing then equal opportunity will be given to her abductors to prove that she was not abducted and she has been converted into Islam with her will.
Yeah. Thank you for that, Gursimran, for getting us those details. More and more cases being reported. In fact, many disturbing videos also coming in from Pakistan, and this is one such case of another Hindu family fighting for their daughter. All right, staying with news from Pakistan. There are atrocities against minorities. Now, Pakistani Hindus who came to India on a religious visa from Pakistan say that they are scared for their lives amid the rising attacks. So both the stories are linked. This is a report that came in from Rajasthan. Here's a report filed by my correspondent Amardeep.
आपने कहा कि भाई राम मंदिर हिंदुस्तान में बनना शुरू हुआ, पाकिस्तान में हिंदुओं पर अत्याचार सबसे ज्यादा बढ़ गए वहाँ।
हाँ, जब से राम मंदिर बना है, हिंदुस्तान में बनना शुरू हुआ है, तब से पाकिस्तान में अत्याचार ज्यादा हिंदुओं पे हो रहा है। वही तहसीब की बात है कि वहाँ मस्जिद गिरा के मंदिर बन रहा है, तो यहाँ हिंदुओं का मंदिर हम क्यों रखें। तो उसी हिसाब में
कहते हैं कि जब आपने मस्जिद गिरा करके मंदिर बनाना शुरू कर दिया तो हम यहाँ पे मंदिर क्यों रखें।
बिल्कुल कहते हैं, और वो बोलते हैं कि भाई ये बुत परस्ती करते हैं, हम हमारे पाकिस्तान में बुत परस्ती और मंदिर नहीं बनने देंगे। तो वो आपको पता है कि एक इंटरनेशनल प्रॉब्लम बना था, जो वहाँ पे इस्लामाबाद में एक मंदिर बनाने के लिए प्लाट दिया गया था गवर्नमेंट का, वो भी नहीं बनने दिया, उन्होंने दीवारें तोड़ दी। जी,
तो मतलब कि वहाँ पे हालात तब से और ज्यादा बेकार हो गए जब से यहाँ से राम मंदिर बना।
राम मंदिर जैसे बनना जहाँ शुरू हुआ तो वहाँ हालत ज्यादा बिगड़ रही है। हाँ, तहसीब से वो कर रहे कि भाई वहाँ अगर मंदिर
कहते हैं वो लोग कि यहाँ के राम मंदिर से वहाँ के हिंदुओं का क्या मतलब।
बस वो तो तहसीबाजी करते हैं ना अपना, वो उनका ये होता है कि यहाँ से इनसे हम बदला ले रहे हैं। ये सब हिंदू एक ही है। वहाँ तो पाकिस्तान में हमको गद्दार बोलते हैं ना कि भाई तुम हिंदू गद्दार हो, भारत के एजेंट हो, ये इसी हिसाब से।
अच्छा, ये बोलते हैं
जी।
अच्छा, तो आपने कितना उम्र गुजारा वहाँ।
हम पैदा से उधर हुए,
पैदा ही वहाँ हुए। तो यहाँ राम मंदिर की परेशानी वहाँ के हिंदुओं को क्यों, क्या कहते हैं।
बस ये बोलते हैं उधर मंदिर गिरा, मस्जिद गिरा के मंदिर बनाए, हम इधर मंदिर जो है गिराएंगे,
इसीलिए वहाँ मंदिर गिरा दिए गए।
इसलिए गिरा देते हैं।
कितने अमूमन कितने मंदिर गिराए होंगे आपके हिसाब से, जो आपके आसपास थे।
जी, काफी मंदिर, तकरीबन 10-15 तो अभी ये हाल ही में जो राम मंदिर के बाद गिराए उन्होंने, जिसमें एक पिशावर का है, पिशावर का मंदिर है वो, और जो इस्लामाबाद में नया बन रहा था उसकी दीवारें गिरा दी उन्होंने। उसके बाद जहाँ हाँ रहीम यार खान और मीरपुर नहीं रेहड़की में, सिंध के जो रेहड़की शहर है, वहाँ भी मंदिर तोड़ा है इन्होंने। उसके बाद बाकी छोटे शहरों में तो छोटे छोटे मंदिर तोड़ते रहते दिन भर।
तो आपका कहने का मतलब ये है कि जब से राम मंदिर बनना शुरू हुआ है, यहाँ राम मंदिर का फैसला आया है, पाकिस्तान में वहाँ मंदिर तोड़ना शुरू कर दिए गए।
बिल्कुल तोड़ना शुरू कर दिया वहाँ मंदिर। उसी हिसाब से उनके मतभेद है उनका, तो भाई वहाँ मंदिर बन रहा है, हमारी मस्जिद तोड़ के, तो यहाँ हम मंदिर क्यों रखें इनके।
अच्छा, तो कट्टरपंथी सोच के लोग वो प्रताड़ित करने लग गए आप।
बिल्कुल कट्टरपंथी वो करते हैं।
भारत में उम्मीद किससे।
भारत में नरेंद्र मोदी साहब से उम्मीद है, अमित शाह से उम्मीद है हमें, और आदित्य योगीनाथ जो है हमारे ये हिंदू महान लीडर है, और हमको इनसे बड़ी उम्मीद है।
अच्छा,
और सनातन धर्म के लिए, और हम बिल्कुल धर्म के लिए अपनी जान देने के लिए तैयार है।
ठीक है, पाकिस्तान नहीं जाएंगे।
पाकिस्तान तो जाना ही नहीं है, पाकिस्तान का नाम ही नहीं लेना है। पाकिस्तान हमारा जीना मरना अब जहाँ है,
जीना मरना यही है।
जी बिल्कुल।
पाकिस्तान में रह रहे हिंदुओं पर पाकिस्तान की प्रताड़ना इतनी बढ़ चुकी है कि पाकिस्तान के हिंदू अब भारत आते हैं, धार्मिक वीजा पर आते हैं, लॉन्ग टर्म वीजा पर आते हैं, लेकिन पाकिस्तान जाने से इनकार कर देते हैं। इसी तरीके के हालातों में भारत में रहने वाले ये पाक विस्थापितों के घर हैं। मैं जहां पर हूं वहां अभी हाल ही में जो पाकिस्तान से आए हिंदू हैं, वो आप उनकी बस्तियां जो है वो देख सकते हैं। ये यहाँ इसलिए है क्योंकि पाकिस्तान में इनकी आबरू रोजाना लूटी जा रही थी। यहाँ हिंदुस्तान में उनको इज्जत मिल रही है, यहाँ रोटी मिल रही है, और बस रोटी और इज्जत के लिए ये यहाँ से जाना नहीं चाहते। सरकार पूछती है कि आप वापस क्यों नहीं जाते, तो इनका जवाब ये होता है कि उस नरक में अब वापस मुंह नहीं करेंगे। हालात आप देखेंगे तो तस्वीरों में मैं आपको यहाँ दिखाऊंगा कि ये इस तरीके से खजूर के पत्तों से बनी हुई दीवारें हैं। खजूर के पत्तों से ही इनकी ये गुजर बसर चल रही है। ये बर्तन, ये रसोई, यही आंगन और यही सोने का कमरा। ये तमाम वो महिलाएं हैं जिनको पाकिस्तान में सरे राह उठा लिया जाता था, हर चौराहे पे इज्जत लूट ली जाती थी, और छोटी बच्चियों को तो लगातार धर्मांतरण से लेकर के उनकी इज्जत से खिलवाड़ इस तरीके से होता था जैसे कि कोई मदारी खेल दिखा रहा हो। हालात इनकी और कहानी सुनकर के ये समझ में आता है कि पाकिस्तान ये वापस क्यों नहीं जाना चाहते। असल वजह इनसे बात करेंगे और इन्हीं से पूछने की कोशिश करेंगे कि आखिर पाकिस्तान की वापसी का ये रुख क्यों नहीं करना चाहते। क्या नाम है आपका?
मशरू।
पाकिस्तान क्यों छोड़ा आपने?
पाकिस्तान धोखाता, हमारी बेटियों के स्कूल नहीं जाना देता है, जाती हुए तो छेड़ता है मुसलमान, इसलिए छोड़ आया हूँ।
अच्छा, तो मतलब कि वो कैसे मतलब कि पूरा भीड़ इकट्ठा होकर के आती थी?
वो हम लोगों में मंदिर की पूजा करते हैं तो मंदिर तोड़ देता है, ये दादा बोलते हैं तो हमारा ये मारता है हमको, हम लोगों को सारे के।
अच्छा, मंदिर जाते हो तो मंदिर तोड़ देते हैं?
तोड़ देते, शिव का मंदिर तोड़ दिया, रामे पीर का तोड़ दिया, तोड़ देते, मूर्तियाँ बड़ी बड़ी तोड़ देते, इसलिए हम छोड़ के आया।
अच्छा, तो आप मतलब कि आप वापस नहीं जाना चाहते?
ना, हम वापस नहीं जाएंगे।
अच्छा, क्यों वहाँ क्यों नहीं जाना चाहते?
बात नहीं है इतने।
अच्छा, यहाँ पे मतलब कि यहाँ अच्छा है?
अच्छा है यहाँ। हाँ, हम सब लाते सही बैठा है, कौन जाता है?
यहाँ डर नहीं लग रहा?
ना, डर कौन है, उठे डर है।
वहाँ डर लगता है?
हाँ, मुसलमान आता है, गालियाँ देता है, हाँ, औरतों को भी गालियाँ देता है, इसलिए हमको नहीं जाते उठ।
आपका क्या नाम है?
नीलू।
अच्छा, क्यों नहीं जाना चाहते पाकिस्तान वापस?
वहाँ अच्छा नहीं है इसलिए।
अच्छा, क्या क्या खराबी है वहाँ पे, क्यों दिक्कत परेशानी क्या है वहाँ?
बहुत दिक्कत थी वहाँ, बच्चे पढ़ना चाहते थे तो पढ़ाते नहीं थे, वापस आते थे बेचारे, इसलिए
भेदभाव करते थे?
हाँ।
अच्छा, आप हिंदू हैं इस वजह से? अच्छा, पूजा पाठ करने देते कि नहीं?
नहीं करने देते थे।
नहीं करने पा रहा हूँ क्योंकि सिंध की भाषा में ये बात कर रही हैं और इनका कहने का जो मीन्स है वो यही है कि बच्चियां जब स्कूल जाती थी तो घर लौटेगी कि नहीं लौटेगी ये पता नहीं होता था, बच्चों को पढ़ाने में भेदभाव होता था, धर्म पहले अगर कोई चेंज कर लेगा तो उसके बाद ही उसको पढ़ाई नसीब होती थी, इस तरीके की सामना इनको करने को मिलता था। कुछ बुजुर्ग महिलाएं हैं, इनसे बात करूंगा। अम्मा, क्या नाम है आपका?
सीता।
सीता, तो वहाँ पाकिस्तान में क्यों नहीं जाना चाहते वापस?
पाकिस्तान में शा था, पाकिस्तान में तो इज्जत तो सही नहीं, पाकिस्तान में इज्जत हो यही तो वहाँ तो इज्जत तो से।
अच्छा, यहाँ भारत में इज्जत मिल रही है?
हाँ, इज्जत मरे जे, रात ना आवा तो नको डर लागे कोई नो।
अच्छा,
वही तो माना दी हाथ में तो वही तो हमारे डर लागे।
अच्छा, पाकिस्तान में तो रात में भी डर लगता था, यहाँ दिन में और रात में डर नहीं लगता?
रात नहीं लागे, दाड़ा ने डर लागे। अच्छा। पाकिस्तान में। हाँ।
तो क्यों वहाँ दिक्कत परेशानी क्या थी?
परेशानी बधी हती, माना अँ कमाई कोई हती ने, पोड़ो पोड़ो छा कमाई। हाँ,
महिलाओं के साथ क्या होता था वहाँ?
हाँ, मेला में माना जोरी माना खड़े। हाँ, छोकरियों बीदी जोरी खड़े।
अच्छा, लड़कियों को ले जाते थे?
हाँ।
ठीक है, तो हालात जो है पाकिस्तान के वो बता रहे हैं, ये वो पाक विस्थापित हैं जो हाल ही में पाकिस्तान से भारत आए हैं और ये वापस पाकिस्तान इसलिए नहीं जाना चाहते क्योंकि यहाँ रात के अंधेरे में भी इज्जत आबरू जो है वो सेफ है, लेकिन वहाँ भरे बाजार में इज्जत नीलाम होती थी। वीडियो जर्नलिस्ट महेश के साथ अमरदीप शर्मा, रिपब्लिक टीवी।
We are getting you a report from Joshimath, where the situation is serious with large parts of the town sinking, caving in. The Chief Minister of Uttarakhand was there a few hours back. We're getting you a report. In a fresh twist in the Delhi hit and run case, police say witness Nidhi was earlier arrested in a drug case.
It's raring for adventure. A fierce hunter. The new breed rises above all others. A new breed of SUVs, the advanced Grand Vitara, rule every road.
Not only inside the house but also outside the house, the commotion is taking place. Now the BJP workers have gathered here. They are now saying that Aam Aadmi Party workers are not letting the nominated councillor member to take oath. On the other side, Aam Aadmi Party is claiming that their leader, their members are not being allowed to take oath. So allegations versus counter allegation are taking place.
India is #1 manufacturer of two-wheelers in the world. #1 also in tractors. #2 in buses. #3 in trucks. number 4 in passenger vehicles, and very shortly we will be number 3, overtaking Japan. Just wait for a couple of years.
I'm told that you've taken some 800 acres, you are investing some 20,000 or 18,000 crore rupees in a Haryana plant.
Correct.
So you're also preparing for the future. That shows your commitment.
Its capacity is 1 million cars annually. So this is going to be
one of the largest in the world.
Not one of the largest. It is the largest.
Republic 45.7%. Republic TV has 331% more viewership than News 18 in super prime time. Content supremacy destroys the landing experiment.
निधि 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 कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे? निधि निधि है घर में। निधि कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे? निधि निधि कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे? आप कुछ भी बोलेंगे? निधि कुछ निधि को लेकर पुलिस जा रही है। देखिए निधि कुछ कहना चाहते हैं। निधि देखिए निधि थी, निधि कुछ कहना है? निधि को लेकर पुलिस जा रही है। देखिए
Shankar Mishra, the accused.
Welcome back. In Chhattisgarh, Home Minister Amit Shah has made a big statement on fighting Maoist terror, saying that Maoist terror will be wiped out entirely from the country before the elections of 2024.
हमने ये पूरे नक्सलवाद से त्रस्त क्षेत्र को नक्सलवाद से मुक्त कराने के कगार तक पहुंचे हैं। कांग्रेस के शासन में 2009 में देश भर में 2258 नक्सलवादी घटनाएं होती थी और
We tried to draw a complete divide between, say, Savarkar, Bhagat Singh or Bagha Jyoti. And is that the right thing to do? Because there was something that connected them. We look at what divides them.
What we are trying to do is to see this history from today's ideological lens. But their lens was completely different. They were a part of one big project. So I think we are not doing justice to this movement by trying to carve them up into small bits and pieces based on, today's ideological debates.
Republic 45.7%. Republic TV has 331% more viewership than News 18 in super prime time. Content supremacy destroys the landing experiment.
निधि 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 कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे? निधि निधि है घर में। निधि कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे? निधि निधि कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे? आप कुछ भी बोलेंगे? निधि निधि को लेकर पुलिस जा रही है। देखिए निधि कुछ कहना चाहते हैं? निधि देखिए निधि थी, निधि कुछ कहना है? निधि को लेकर पुलिस जा रही है। देखिए
Shankar Mishra, the accused in this particular cases. We are also getting to learn that just a few days ago, after the incident, Shankar Mishra, the accused, being identified as the Vice President of Wells Fargo. This is the Wells Fargo office where the accused, Shankar Mishra, works out from. And a few of the employees too, when we did speak to them off the record, they clearly stated that they know him, but they do not know or they are not aware of whether he is here or not.
I'm ringing the bell. We'll try to check if he's there inside, if he responds to the question of Republic TV. Mr. Mishra, if you can hear me, could you just respond? Are you apologetic? Are you sorry for the thing that happened on the Air India flight? Mr. Mishra, can you open the door and respond to the questions of Republic TV?
आपने ये बोला कि कर्नल बुल कुमार, उन्होंने मैप देखा, उन्होंने बोला ये तो गड़बड़ है। एज पर मैप भारत का एरिया, लेकिन वहां पे जाने की विदेशियों को, जर्मन्स को परमिशन दे रहा है पाकिस्तान।
क्योंकि since there were some people like us who were aware of what
My question to you was that generations of Indians, you and me, have grown up feeling that all that brought us was a passive, non-violent resistance. Now, was that overplayed?
What happens at independence is that most of these big leaders of the revolutionary movement have essentially been killed or they have died from natural causes. So the revolutionaries don't have any leadership left. So when India becomes free, it comes to be ruled by one faction of the Congress party. Here is where I think they really went wrong. They deliberately go out there and suppress alternative narratives.
Hello and welcome. You're watching Republic TV. Shankar Mishra, the accused in the Air India case, has finally been arrested this morning is when we got the news. We'll get you all the updates on that and the headlines at this hour. Shankar Mishra finally arrested for urinating on a woman on board a flight. He's now lodged in Tihar jail. After cover-up, Air India has been forced to act. Cabin crew and pilot have been de-rostered pending probe. 3 days of relentless campaign and expose on cover-up. Police and Air India has been forced to act. With Joshimath sinking and residents living in fear, Uttarakhand Chief Minister takes stock of the situation. In a fresh twist in Delhi hit-and-run case, police say witness Nidhi was earlier arrested in a drug case. Questioned over go-slow, Khattar forced to remove sexual harassment accused minister from government. Now, after the Air India incident, we're now getting reports of another unruly passenger. Reports have emerged of misbehavior with air hostess on board Go First Air. This has now come to light. A foreign tourist allegedly, in fact, misbehaved with the air hostess is what we're getting to know past lewd comments on the flight. Go First has reported the matter with the DGCA. In fact, the passenger, the unruly passenger, was also handed over to the CISF after landing on the in Goa airport. These are the details that are now emerging. Piyush is joining us on the phone line. Yes, Piyush is joining us on the phone line to give us more details about what has happened. Piyush, what are the details that you're gathering about this misbehavior on board Go First Airlines? Okay, we'll try and connect Piyush once again, but just getting information of this incident which took place on January 5th is what we're getting to know. Airline crew has given an official complaint to the CISF. Details of this incident has also been shared with DGCA. This incident took place on Go First Air flight from Delhi. This was a flight from Delhi to Goa. A foreign tourist has been accused of misbehaving with air hostess, passing lewd comments. What we're getting to know is that the passenger was handed over to the CISF after landing in Goa. Piyush is joining us on the phone line to give us more details about this incident of misbehavior. Piyush, over to you.
Saved and restrained from
We'll try and connect Piyush once again, but the details that we're getting is of another incident of mid-air misbehavior. This has happened on the Go First flight, and Piyush is joining us once again. We seem to have connected to Piyush once again. Piyush, can you get us more details about this incident that took place on January 5th?
Well, absolutely, but we're now learning is that incident took place in a Go first flight, and remember that this flight was flying from Delhi to Goa. It took place on January 5, where the foreign tourists, they had reportedly misbehaved with the air hostess. What there is learning from our sources is that one of the air hostess was also subjected to lewd comments, so those were passed by these foreign tourists. Now the airline has reported the entire matter to CISF for the further action in this, and the DGP has also been involved into this, where airline has shared the details of the entire incident with DGP. Now, watch what kind of investigation in this case will further take place, but this can be seen as the third big shocking incident being reported. Earlier, we have also been at how two incidents have been reported on Air India flights where passenger was victim passenger was related to Tata Group, where she mentioned about her ordeal which she went through on November 26, and then a couple of days back another incident surfaced from Air India flight itself, where another incident of being in flight which was coming from Paris to Delhi. Now this is the